I loved the first The Last of Us. This game is still one of my favorites to this day. It is thanks to games like The Last of Us that other companies started trying harder to improve the quality of their own games in graphics, story, and gameplay. Hell, this whole game started the argument, can games even be considered a form of art? And in my opinion, yes they can. I am saying this because, as most of you know, this game was under a lot of fire when it came out. Very different opinions were flying, from good to bad to ugly. So that is why I'm saying how I felt about the first game, so people know where I'm coming from as a fan of this franchise who does not want to see it go in the wrong direction. Oh yeah, and by the way, before people start getting tilted in the comments with what I'm going to say in this video, I'm not homophobic or transphobic or racist or dogphobic or clickerphobic. Hell, have you seen the ass on the clickers in the game? They look fucking thick. Oh yeah, and zombies have penises now. In this video, I will analyze everything a player sees and their experience with the game. Not just the gameplay, not just the story, not just the graphics, everything. From the little details to the glitches, I will look at everything the game has to offer and talk about it. As someone who has played and finished this game 4 times and going on my 5th with the new grounded difficulty, I have had numerous opinions on certain aspects of the game and played it with different perspectives so I could try and understand where the developers were coming from. So with all of that said, I'm gonna talk and you're gonna listen. So, you waste $60, you spend 17 hours downloading the game, and then you are met with this screen. Most people look past it, since it doesn't speak anything familiar to them. But people who have finished the game know exactly what this is supposed to be. But we'll get to it when we get to it. You start a new game, and you notice a different loading screen from last time. Before, we had fireflies, beings that create light, symbolizing hope, which is the message of the first game. Over here, we have moths, flying around a source of light, desperately clinging to something that, in the end, they don't achieve. Sound familiar? Okay, so now all we gotta do is wait for the loading screen to end. Anytime now. Are you kidding me? It's been 10 years! I've adopted 5 children and already lost 2 of them! Wait, never mind. 3 of them. Oh, fuck me, finally, Jesus Christ. So the first thing we notice is that this game starts with Joel telling Tommy the end of the first game. And oh my god, the graphics. The jump from 2013 to 2020 is insane. But like any AAA title, they make the first cutscene always look amazing. There is no way the graphics will be that good when I start playing the game. It probably just looks like Minecraft. Holy shit, this is gorgeous! And now, in all seriousness, what I said is true. In my opinion, they seem to have made the first cutscene look much better than any of the other cutscenes in the game. This might just be me, but it really looks like it. So, Joel tells Tommy what happened at the end of the last game. How he brutally murdered all these fireflies who were trying to make a cure out of Ellie's immunity. He had already lost 1 child. He would not lose another one. Oh, and by the way, I don't want to see anyone in the comments saying, but in Game Theory's latest video, the cure wasn't actually gonna work because Shut the fuck up. During this video and the next ones, we are going to use video game logic here, okay? We're going to say that a cure was only possible by killing Ellie. Got it? Understood? Good. Joel finishes telling Tommy the story, and he doesn't know what to think, which then he tells Joel they should head back home, because Tommy needs time to process all of this information. They go outside to the game's way of showing how beautiful the graphics are. We can experience the textures, the foliage, the lighting, but most importantly, the world building. Notice how after you go up the hill, you can see Jackson in its full glory. You see they have walls, electricity, people defending it, and annoying little brats who deserve a punishment worse than death. Okay, G-Boss, not yet, we'll get to it later. Now, something that goes overlooked by many people is that Jackson isn't the only thing that is safe, but the environment around it is also safe. As we can see by these barbed wire traps to prevent the infected from coming, the well-grown grass and trees, the flowing river, the wildlife living around it, and this sign saying, "Stop. Identify yourself before approaching the gate." This sign could say something stupid like, if you come closer we'll shoot, or trespassers are not tolerated, or traps are gay, but instead of pushing people away, it invites them carefully, which only comes to show that Jackson is well protected and also not afraid of taking new people in. They arrive at Jackson and Tommy seems to have given Joel's story some thought, saying he can't say he would have done differently and that he will take this story to his grave if he has to. This really shows how close Tommy and Joel got after the end of the first game. Because, you know, seeing when they met, well... Yeah, good job, Tommy. Gold star for you. We skip a little further to nighttime, where we hear the song from the first trailer and we can see Ellie listening to it while drawing.
And I fear no evil, because I'm blind to it all.
Anyways, Joel enters the room and the two characters have an amazingly cringy conversation.
Hey.
Hey,
What's up, Joel?
how well you're helping out.
It's good.
They told me a joke, and I thought about you. It's, oh, shoot, now I forgot it. Something about a clock. How do you...
Joel.
Some folks call this thing here a guitar.
But it is supposed to feel cringy, because what comes after is magical.
If I ever were to lose you, I'd surely lose myself. Everything I have found here, I'm not found by myself. Trying sometimes.
This was something I've wanted ever since the first game.
What about you? What'd you want to be?
Well, when I was a kid, I used to want to be a singer.
Shut up.
No, serious.
Sing something.
No,
Come on, I won't laugh.
I don't think so.
Joel, please. Swear to God, to get you out of this, you're so singing for me.
You wish.
And now, we finally got it. I love this moment so much. When I streamed this on Twitch, someone in my chat actually pointed out that this song could be Joel apologizing to Ellie for what he did back at the hospital, but she needs to know that he did it out of love. Thanks, person who pointed this out. You also get a gold star. After the song is over, Joel gives Ellie the guitar and tells her that he will teach her how to play like he promised.
You feel that breeze, huh? I tell you, on a day like this, I just sit on my porch, pick away my six string. Yeah, once we're done with this whole thing, I'm gonna teach you how to play guitar. Yeah, I reckon you'd really like that.
I love this cutscene because it really shows that the developers thought about how much this game meant to us fans and that they would never do wrong by it. Or so we thought. A time skip happens 4 years later. Ellie is now 19 years old, which is weird to me because when the first game started, she was 14 and I was 13.
Friend, huh? You're friends with the leader of the Fireflies. What are you, like 12?
She knew my mom, and she's been looking after me. And I'm 14, not that that has anything to do with anything.
But now, she's 19 and I'm 20. It's strange how I used to be younger, but now I'm older. What kind of time travel bullshit is this? Anyways, Ellie gets up, goes to the door, and meets a new character, Jesse. And then, they say this shit.
I heard you had quite a night after I left.
She kissed me. It was just Dina being Dina. She didn't mean anything by it.
Which is my first complaint of the game. When I heard of this on my first playthrough, I knew they were talking about the dance shown in the E3 trailer. But the people that wanted to go into this game completely blind have no idea what these characters are talking about. And yes, I know that the game shows the same cutscene later, but it's like 20 hours into the game. At that point, you either have two scenarios. The first, oh, I've seen this cutscene already during the E3, I don't need to watch it again, what the fuck? Or the second scenario, oh, okay, so that's what happened. You know, it's been so long, I didn't even remember this was a thing. And that is the issue I have with this game. Not the cutscene, but the pacing. This is just one of countless examples of bad pacing in this game. But let us carry on. Jesse tells Ellie she's late for patrol, closes the door, and now you're playing as an older Ellie.
Smells fine.
Ew, dude, what the fuck? We get to explore Ellie's room, and we can see how much detail went into this game. She still has the guitar given to her by Joel, a PlayStation 3 with Jak and Daxter and the first two Uncharted's, some Chinese anime, a clock that actually changes in real time, a reference to the car alarm in the first game, a pinboard with Ellie's drawings, photos, and a girl giving someone a tattoo, which will later be introduced as Kat, comic books, Jacksepticeye, a canvas which shows her interest in art, Savage Starlight posters, Sam's robot from the first game, and a bunch of books about history, most noticeably about dinosaurs and space. Yeah, Ellie would be great friends with my 4-year-old cousin. Oh yeah, and a small little detail, when you zoom in with L2 to see stuff closer, Ellie actually squints. Good job, Naughty Dog. You also get a gold star. Yeah, good job. Mwah. Anyways, she grabs her gun, she grabs her journal, she grabs her knife, which she repeatedly fucking stabbed the furniture with. Seriously, Ellie, what the fuck? You think people are still making furniture? IKEA's not even open, you dumb bitch. So I go outside and the first thing I notice is Joel has this huge fucking mansion. Why the hell is Ellie sleeping inside the shit shack in the backyard? I mean, at least she's not sleeping there. Only God knows what Joel does there. Ellie and Jesse go on their way and we can explore a little bit of Jackson. It feels like the environment is actually lived in. You hear people having conversations, you see children playing in the snow, couples having breakfast, and oh my god, is that Buckley? I love this game. Even the composer of the soundtrack is here. In the first game, Joel was inside a QZ. The place looked messy, over-controlled, and brutal. The contrast they make with the first game and the second game is very obvious. Joel was surviving. Ellie is living. The two friends go into the bar and we will witness another issue I have with this game. Watch.
Excuse me.
Ellie, there you are. Come here. Seth's got something he wants to say to you.
I don't want to hear what that bigot has to say.
Do it for me, please.
Fine.
Seth. Seth, come here.
Fuck me.
Hey. Look, last night I was drinking too much.
Sure.
I'm trying to say I'm sorry. Maria tells me that you and Dean are headed out. I made you some sandwiches.
Okay.
They're steak.
Thank you, Seth.
Yeah, well, you be safe out there.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
What you got there?
Bigot sandwiches.
Smells good.
They're yours.
You sure?
It's fine.
Let me walk you out.
Okay.
Did you notice the issue? Seth gave Ellie steak sandwiches, but she can't eat meat, cause she's vegetarian. Someone fucking shoot me. Okay, for real this time. Earlier, Jesse mentioned that after Dina kissing Ellie, Seth went to them and called them a not nice word, which made Joel angry. The day after, Seth apologizes to Ellie, even giving her some of his own supplies, and what does Ellie do?
Bigot sandwiches.
I understand being mad for what Seth called you. I understand it. But after this man apologizes to you, and even gives you a peace offering, Ellie still refuses the apology and the gift. This is my second issue with this game. Naughty Dog is pushing their LGBTQ+ agenda on us. Personally, I don't mind stuff like this in games. I even embrace it. But I think Naughty Dog is trying to do something with this game, pushing their own ideals and beliefs onto the player. The YouTuber Robin Gaming made a video about the Naughty Dog agenda, which I think is a great watch and I recommend people watching it as well. We follow Maria outside to go to the stable so we can start our patrol and then go meet Tommy and Joe. Holy shit, that's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh my god, look at it walk, it's so cute. Oh look at it, he's gonna jump, he's gonna jump, he's gonna jump, he's gonna jump. Ah! I love it so much. Hello, hello baby, look at me, cuckoo, cuckoo, look at me, hello. Okay, anyways, so this is a school where the kids go to learn, and some guy reads a book with just letters in it, but shows it to the kids like they're pictures? Yeah, good job, idiot. We even see the weekly school schedule that these kids go through. I like how it's the perfect mix between learning how to be safe and still be able to play and enjoy being a child. You know what? Good job, teacher. You also get a gold star. Oh my god, free puppies? My man Buckley getting bitches. Damn, brother. I see you. I see you. You know what, boy? You also get a gold star. Good boy. Later on, we see Dina playing with kids and balls, and this little fucker hits us. And the next thing I know, I'm in a snowball fight. Wait, I remember you.
Promise.
Thanks.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Aw, dang! Ah! No fair! Eat it, shrimps! Hey! Hey! How's it feel? No! Get her! Help me! You'll never get away with this!
After the kids are done fucking my girlfriend, we head to the stables, grab the horses, grab the guns, and start our patrol. Ooh, what's this? New character? Why? Okay, let's pause for a second so I can tell you something. Before the game came out, I was spoiled by the leaks accidentally, so I knew this character's name was Abby and what she does later. But the thing I want to address is that in those leaks there were hints at a transgender character, and a lot of people thought it was Abby because of her physique. But Abby is not transgender. Hell, a quick Google can fucking fix that for you. The trans character they mentioned in the leaks is probably Lev, which we find later in the game. Now, I said this because after all this time, people still think Abby is transgender while she actually isn't. And I'm sure thinking that made a certain cutscene a lot weirder for you. So, Abby wakes up from what seems to be a nightmare and then walks up to this guy named Owen, who mentions that she was grinding her teeth in her sleep, which reinforces the fact that she was having a nightmare. This will make more sense in the future. Owen found something and he wants to show it to Abby, so they walk outside the lodge, and here I tried something new. Usually, you're supposed to follow behind Owen, but with a simple speedrunning technique, by dodging and pressing square, we can actually go in front of him.
You sure you don't want to do this when the sun's out? And it's warmer?
And why did I do this, you ask? Well, to show a video game trope that I fucking hate. The fact that you cannot go to a certain part of the map unless your companion reaches it first. As you can see, in this game, you are supposed to go up this ledge, but you can only do it if Owen goes before you.
Owen, do we have to go back this way?
Consider it an opportunity to work on your fears.
How about I work my foot up your ass?
Abby, stop flirting.
I fucking hate features like this. It takes away the player's immersion and reminds them that, oh yeah, I'm playing a baby game that likes holding my hand instead of letting me play. Fuck off, Naughty Dog, stop doing this, god damn it. But the rest of the scene is nice. You see the little snow trail behind you, you get to know Abby and Owen's friendship a little more.
How about I work my foot up your ass?
The snow falling from the trees. If there is one thing that Naughty Dog knows how to do, is putting details in their games. Good job, Naughty Dog. So after they climb up the edge, they see Jackson and talk about how they finally made it. We learn that Abby is looking for someone. Him. This person is inside Jackson, but she knows it won't be easy to get to him. She even thinks of plans like cornering a patrol and questioning them or luring him out. After listening to this, the player's left with a bunch of questions. Who are these people? What exactly do they want? And who the fuck is him? These are questions that most people don't really think about, because all we can think about is Ellie and her patrol and when are we going to get back to playing with her. But instead, we're forced to play with Abby. But anyways, Owen pulls back from Abby's plan after seeing that it won't be as easy as he thought. And also because...
Mel's pregnant.
Oh.
And these are not good news for Abby, as she forces a smile, but still uses a very aggressive tone. She does not like the fact that Mel is pregnant, and in a later video we will find out why. Even after Owen saying that he won't do it, and that the group will want to turn back and go home after they see Jackson, Abby makes the stupid decision to go on her own. And this is the part where I started questioning myself. Why the fuck am I playing as Abby? Why the fuck am I playing as Abby? Why am I playing with a character whose goal I don't even know? I want to play as Ellie and know more about these 4 years that passed. Show me the character that I love, goddammit. I don't understand why I gotta play as this bitch. And now, the game really starts. We get introduced to a dodge mechanic to help in combat, which was something very needed in my opinion. Being able to dodge enemy attacks with a well-timed push of a button made combat encounters a lot more rewarding when you pull off a perfect life-saving dodge. And the punching feels awesome. It feels just like punching the shit out of someone. I mean, not that I would know.
Ugh, fuck. My shoulder.
That's not your shoulder, what the fuck? We then get introduced to the new prone mechanic to help obstacle traversal and stealth segments. And we also get to see this monster's fucking strength.
There.
In the first game, Joel chokes them out. In this game, Ellie stabs them with a pocket knife, but Macho Woman over here just fucking... So I beat the living shit out of a few more infected, find horse tracks, and then boom, I'm playing as Ellie now. This beginning part is pretty boring actually. Ellie asks Dina about Jesse and why they broke up, and then Dina asks Ellie about her ex, Kat, which is the woman who gave her a tattoo. And that's it. Nothing more. You can go outside now.
You want to see something spectacular?
You're gonna point at your face, aren't you?
Nothing is that spectacular.
Oh, brother.
Come on, stupid.
I'm gonna kill you. This was the moment when I went outside and realized that the horses left a trail in the snow, which only made me think of one thing. Now this is good game design. You know what, Naughty Dog? You get another gold star. We then go inside to see Dina's surprise, and we are met with a gorgeous view with a side of flirting. And after that is done, we are met with a prompt on our screen to write in our journal, which we can actually open and read. We can see that Ellie's most recent entry is a poem that was inspired by the view we just saw. But what is really interesting is what she wrote before that. Dina asked if I was gonna go to the dance, and she touched my arm. I'm so delusional. Don't be an idiot. She's like that with everybody. Don't fuck up your friendship. Don't fuck up your friendship. Don't fuck up your friendship. I love this little detail because it builds their relationship and it's relatable. I've been in the same situation as Ellie, so I understand her struggle. And now, I'm happily married. Isn't that right, honey? But the most interesting part of this journal is the second entry. Tonight was crazy. I feel scared, elated, anxious. I just gotta sleep it off. A new player would look at this and think, oh, it's about the kiss between Ellie and Dina. I understand. But what if I told you that it wasn't? What if I told you that this is Ellie writing about something more than just a kiss? Of course, I am referencing the last conversation she had with Joel. A conversation packed with strong emotions of fear and anxiety. It was such an important night in her life that all this mix of emotions was too much for her, so she went to sleep it off. This is probably one of the most beautiful details that people overlook. We then progress to one of my favorite features, the you can only progress after your ally progresses first.
We all make it to 73.
Through here.
Seriously, fuck this feature. Anyways, we find a bong, learn that Ellie smokes the ganja, sign our patrol, use binoculars, and continue our route.
Question. Were you wearing those same clothes yesterday?
They're clean.
No judgment.
It's patrol, you know. We're here to kill infected, not to look fancy.
Still look nice.
Shut the fuck up! Later we arrive in this area where we are free to explore and look for supplies. This is the game's way of showing us that this sequel is more open than the first one and that you can search around every single little corner for items. And that is exactly what I did. I searched an RV, drew another dick in the snow, went inside a house, got flirted with, found a note that made me cry, another dick in the snow, saw a cool animation of Ellie opening up a drawer and getting what was inside, dick in the snow, got a superhero card, snow in the dick, and went on my way to find a moose carcass. So the group follows the blood inside the mall, and this is where the game actually begins. The mix of exploration, combat, and story starts here, and now I'm finally playing The Last of Us. 1 hour and a half into the game. Good job, Naughty Dog. In this part of the game, we are introduced to two of my favorite features. The first one is environmental puzzles. We want to go through that blue door, but it's locked. So we notice that there's a window beside it. We jump through it, find another window, and boom, we're in. I like this feature because it shows that if there is a locked door, there's always a way around it, which is a very important part of this game. The second feature is actually... What the fuck just happened? So in this scene, you're supposed to throw the bottle to stun the enemy, but by repeatedly pressing R2 and the triangle button, I was able to glitch it so I could keep the bottle, but the enemy still got stunned. The first time I played the game, I actually did this by mistake and I had no idea how to do it. And now, it's actually a speedrunning technique. Anyways, Dina checks the body, but I realize that I want to restart the encounter so I can see if I can trigger the glitch again. But that just fucks it up even more, because Dina goes to check the body again, but there's no fucking body! What the fuck is this game?
Nice throw, by the way.
What fucking throw? I didn't throw shit! Now we get to the first part of the game that tries to demonstrate how helpful the AI can be, by having Dina kill some of the infected on her own. On my first playthrough I thought, oh wow, the AI is actually helpful during these stealth segments. Nice. But I discovered that it's not totally true. Since literally on any other encounter in this game, the AI does jack shit, and I killed the enemies all by myself. In this encounter, Dina had her AI boosted, just so the game could show us that it's an improvement over the last game.
See that wire? Stay underneath it, okay? Just keep your head low and you'll be fine.
And it is an improvement, they're right. Instead of being useless, it's just close to useless. During all my playthroughs, I only saw one AI that was actually good. And we will get to see it later in this video. And now, we are gonna witness another thing I hate about video games, especially in this one. Scripted encounters where the player needs to take damage. You see how low my health bar is right now? I had full health before I crawled under the truck. And as soon as I'm at the end, the fucking runner just looks at my health and thinks,
It's free real estate.
oh gee boss, but you're supposed to get hurt here so you can get the tutorial of crafting medkits and then heal yourself. Yes, and I'm perfectly fine with this feature being used for a tutorial, but not all over the fucking game. Speedrunner Anthony Caliber, the world record holder of The Last of Us Part 1 speedrun, actually showed this perfectly in a video.
PB is 2 hours and 34 minutes. It's not anywhere on the screen, but it's 2:34. Oh, am I dead? I just soft locked the game. I think the run's over. I think I just soft locked the game. I did. I soft locked the game. I saw this happen to somebody else. They made it so you take damage here.
This fucking dog just put Ellie in a goddamn death loop that ruined this man's speedrun, soft-locking the game. And yes, I know that at the time of recording in this video, there was a patch that fixed this issue already, but this is an issue that should not exist in the first place. I understand using this for a tutorial to heal the player, but if I had gone under that truck with less health than what I had, only God knows what would have happened. So please, stop putting scripted damaging events in your game, they are fucking stupid. Anyways, now we have another puzzle in our hands. Safe cracking. And it works a little different from the first game. In The Last of Us 1, you found the code and then automatically Joel would input it into the safe and boom, free loot. Here, you actually have to look for the right combination based on clues. In this puzzle, you find this document talking about the code being something about a good boy being employee of the month. At first you're confused, but when you put the note down, the first thing you see on the desk is a picture of a good boy. You think to yourself, where have I seen this picture? So you walk back to the board and you look at the doggy's date. 07/20/13. That must be the code. And a little detail, when inputting the code, you actually notice that whenever you put the right number, the safe actually makes a different noise from when you input a wrong number. So, theoretically, with these audio cues, if you are a very patient person, you can actually guess the code. Now that is an amazing little detail that most people overlook. So we kept going, fell through the ground, died to a clicker, killed 2 clickers, dick in the snow, got a Molotov, cleared the rest of the mall while Dina just watched because fuck the AI in this game, and then we finally try and get out of here.
I won't budge.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You're just gonna hurl me up through that hole in the roof.
Okay.
Then we have another segment where I gotta wait for Dina to go first because fuck me in the ass, and then we're back at the horses. Now we're gonna go to my favorite part of this video, where I complain about more shit. So in this section, a storm is starting and visibility is close to none. And what does the bitch Dina do? Just fucking floors it. Doesn't even say goodbye, just fucking leaves. Earlier I saw that one of the rules of patrol is always stay inside of your partner. But here, we learned that Dina is fucking illiterate and can't actually read. Now this is good character development. And you wanna know the worst part? They play this as a dramatic event of Dina getting lost and making the player get worried. But all you gotta do is take a left and boom, there she is. What the fuck was on these people's mind when they made this part of the game? Was this scene supposed to scare us? Was it so people would think that Dina was gonna die like it was hinted at the E3 trailers? There is actually no fucking reason for this to be a part of the game. You could take it out and boom, nothing would change. Jesus fucking Christ, fuck this video. So the females find a bookstore to wait out the storm, and they find out that it used to belong to Eugene, a member of Jackson who recently passed away. We can see here that he also had great taste in games and a little reference to the giraffe encounter in the first game. We start up the generator and we are met with a familiar friend from the first game, the workbench. And let me just say, it looks awesome. You can actually see your gun get modified, and when the modification's installed, the model of the gun actually changes. That is such a cool feature. But there is a downside. I chose to increase the capacity of my pistol so I could carry more ammo. But I find out that's not the case. The amount of ammo Ellie can carry is static at all times. Meaning, if at first you have a gun that can store 5 bullets and you have a backpack that can store 15 bullets, the total amount of bullets you can have is 20. Follow me? But if you increase the gun capacity to 10 bullets and your backpack can still hold 15 bullets, then the total is 25 bullets. And for some reason, in this game, when you increase the capacity of your gun, it doesn't change the amount of bullets Ellie can carry. Which is stupid, because in the first game, if you upgraded Joel's capacity, it would actually increase the amount of bullets he could carry. What the fuck? Why did they remove that feature? After the gun has been modified, they discover that Eugene had a secret room full of weed. Dude, wasn't Eugene like 70? Jesus Christ. So we explore his sex den, and we find the greatest human invention, and of course...
Dong of the Wolf. Smash Brandy's cooch.
Are these?
It's porn.
Interesting taste, Eugene.
Huh. Guess I know what those tissues were for. Anyways, they find ganja in a jar, they break the ganja, they smoke the ganja, and they have a heart-to-heart, which I think is beautiful. We don't get a lot of cute Dina-Ellie moments in this game, and I think this one not only develops their relationship, but also helps cement it. The only other scene that makes me believe these characters are in love is at the end of the game at the farm, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So they keep talking and then... I love this scene, but I'll be honest, I was a little bit uncomfortable. And here's why. Spoilers for Game of Thrones Season 8, by the way. Do you remember when Arya and Henry did the fucky wucky? Yeah, that scene was very weird, because we've known Arya since she was a child, and then seeing her have sex, it's just so fucking weird. And it's the same thing with Ellie. We've known her since she was 14, and here she is, bumping coochies with Dina. I don't know, man, it's like having a child and watching them grow up, to then seeing them get pounded by some guy named Tyrone. So then we go back to playing as Abby, and she's being chased by dozens of infected. Fuck, 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 shit, 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 no, 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 no!
Give me your hand! We're gonna have to run! Come on, you! I'll cover you! Keep going! Come on, this way!
Abby gets saved by Joel and Tommy, and then they lock themselves in a ski lift, where you have to make a stand. Now, remember when I talked about only ever seeing one AI that is actually good and helpful in this game? Well, I'm talking about Joel. Look at this unedited footage of us defending Tommy.
Heads up! Come on, Becker! God damn it! You need me to take over? I got it! Just keep those infected away! Tommy! I'm running low! Just need another minute! Hey! Still with us? Keep at him! Watch out! How we doing, Tommy? Almost there! Let's go! Hurry!
This was on medium difficulty, by the way, and Joel manages to get more kills than me. This is how you develop good AI. The AI doesn't have to do the work for you, but at least let it be helpful. They run to a nearby lodge to escape the runners, and Tommy introduces himself and Joel. Abby's eyes light up. She immediately realizes who she was saved by. Earlier, we learned that Abby was looking for a him, and we can see from her expression that she found him, by the repeated looks she gives Joel in this cutscene. Abby then tells them that the mansion she's staying at is secure, and that the three of them should head there. It was their last mistake. We get back to Ellie and Dina talking after the fucky wucky. They're talking to each other about their scars, cause I guess people do that. And Ellie tells Dina about a chemical burn which was self-inflicted because she wanted to hide her bite mark. We see that earlier, Ellie was still using her gas mask when she was dealing with spores, which means that her immunity is not public knowledge and she's trying to hide it. Dina is the first person she tells this, and obviously she doesn't believe Ellie. The couple gets interrupted by Discount Glenn over here, and he says that Tommy and Joel are missing, so they split up and go find them. After that, we go back to Abby and Joel, and we see them riding to the mansion while escaping the infected. They go inside to meet Abby's group, and then Tommy and Joel make a huge mistake, introducing themselves.
You two live nearby?
We do. A few hours down the hill. Y'all should come back with us, restock before we head out.
Appreciate it. I'm Mel, by the way.
Tommy. This is my brother.
Joe.
The whole group tenses up. Everyone is on high alert.
Y'all act like you heard of us or something.
Because they have.
Okay, let's pause here. I see a lot of people having issues with this scene in particular, and I'm going to try and explain how I see them as best as I can. One of the issues that I see people having with this scene is that Tommy gives way too much information and is being too friendly. The way I've found to better understand this is that Tommy is now leading a peaceful community. He tries to be nice to everyone so he doesn't cause any trouble. Usually, in zombie movies and TV shows, when the good guys have a community, they are always willing to take people in. So, I think this is why Tommy was so helpful to them. He saw a group of survivors in a house, there's a huge storm outside, and hundreds of infected running around. And he knows that Jackson is safe, and he wants to bring these newfound survivors to safety. Another issue would be, why the fuck are they not carrying the guns? I'm assuming they left the guns at the horses at the entrance. Why would they trust a group of survivors they just met? This one is harder to excuse, but if I had to pull a reason out of my ass, it would be that they got soft. Tommy is now leading a community with Maria, so when meeting new survivors, he had to trust them first before they could trust Tommy, while Joel doesn't have to worry about surviving anymore. He is now living. After playing the game, we also learned that last night was pretty crazy for Joel, so maybe he wasn't fully focused. Not only that, but there is evidence that Joel became softer over time, when he trades his own supplies for coffee. He would rather trade his supplies for something that reminds him how the world used to be. The point is, Joel did get softer, and there's no use in denying it. But I do wish that Naughty Dog did a better job at showing us this. So after Abby shot Joel and Nora beat the shit out of Tommy, they get Joel against the wall, and then we have a dialogue with the second best line in the game.
Puta madre.
Joel Miller.
Who are you?
Guess.
Why don't you say whatever speech you got rehearsed? Get this over with.
That is such a great line. Joel knew the past would catch up to him someday, and he was ready for it. So Abby tourniquets his legs so Joel stays alive, then proceeds to grab a golf club which is in a ski lodge for some reason, and then... I'm not crying, you're crying. We get back to Ellie, running in the storm while screaming for Joel and Tommy, and that's when she finds the lodge. I must say though, this sequence of scenes is really well done. Jumping from a character to the other in short bursts is really interesting. Killing infected with Abby and Joel, to then finding out Joel is missing as Ellie, to then know exactly where he is and what happened to him as Abby, to then searching for him as Ellie. In my opinion, this is a good way of showing two sides of the same story. Too bad they fuck it up later in the game. So Ellie finds her way to the lodge and you hear screams. You know exactly what is happening. You don't want to believe it, but you know. All you gotta do is open the door. No, Ellie, Ellie, come back. Ellie, what are you doing? Ellie, come back. Ellie, Ellie!
Get her down! Get off me! Get her hand! Get the fuck off me!
You got her! Look, you got her! Okay?
You're gonna fucking die!
What's going on?
Let him go!
Who is that?
Let him
She
go!
snuck in.
Why aren't you posted up outside?
We didn't think anyone was gonna show up.
What the hell did you expect? We gotta get out of here before the whole town's on top of us. You're done.
You want what I want, right?
End it. Now.
Joel, get up. Joel, fucking get up. Please stop. Please don't shoot. Joel, please get up.
There's ringing in her ears. Ellie's so destroyed from what she saw that she blocks all the noise around her. She can't believe what just happened. A mix of sadness and pain echo through her mind. All she can do now is make threats. Joel is dead, and there's nothing you can do about it. But seriously, this scene fucked me up so much, I had to leave the stream mid-cutscene just to recompose myself. Joel is one of my favorite characters in all of video game history, and he's just dead, like that. 2 hours into the fucking game. We barely got to see him interact with Ellie. What about all those trailers that still show Joel being alive? What the fuck does that mean? Calm down, G-Boss. We'll get to it another time. Dina and Jesse find the three and take them back to Jackson. Multiple days pass. Tommy visits Ellie in her shit shack and they talk about going after Abby's group. But Tommy is hesitant. He doesn't want to leave Jackson vulnerable. Ellie, with a tired and sad look on her face, from someone who's probably been crying for days, fights back. She's going after Joel's killers. No one's gonna stop her. Joel's funeral occurs, and we're together with Ellie. All of us are mourning with her, missing him, wondering what we could have done differently, and why the fuck were there golf clubs in the ski lodge? Really, am I the only one who wonders that? Ellie goes to Joel's house to retrieve something, and here's where we can say our final goodbyes. We explore Joel's house, seeing what he's been up to. We see a drawing made by Ellie. We see references to other parts of this game. A sculpture of your mom, Joel making guitars, a reference to the end of the game, a sniff of the jacket, Dick in the snow, a picture of Joel's daughter and a picture of Joel's new daughter. We open a shoebox on Joel's bed and we see the watch given to him by Sarah in the beginning of the first game, but under that, we get Joel's revolver. I think this was an amazing way of Naughty Dog giving the player a new gun by inheriting from Joel. We get called downstairs and we find out that Maria is here with good and bad news. The bad news is that Tommy recklessly left on his own to go hunt for Abby's group, signing himself a death sentence. The good news is, Maria knows that Ellie won't stay put, so she gives her and Dina permission to go after Tommy and bring him back, even giving them supplies, ammo, and letting Ellie bring her horse with them, with just one condition.
Just do me a favor and bring my dumbass husband home in one piece, please. Of course.
And so, with Maria's permission, a trusty sidekick, and Joel's revolver, Ellie only has one goal, and her name is Abby. Hey guys, G-Boss here. Thank you so much for watching the video, I really appreciate it. And I know what you're wondering, G-Boss, what the fuck is that on your face? Shut the fuck up. So you guys probably noticed that this video does not cover the entirety of The Last of Us Part 2. Well, the reason why is because I have 3 other videos planned for this series. One of them is going to be talking about Ellie, one of them is going to be talking about Abby, and another one is going to be talking about the end, all in chronological order. If you would like me to continue I Talk You Listen, then by all means, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below that you want to see more. Also, if you have something to add to the video, for example your opinion on something or a detail I might have overlooked, by all means, write them in the comments, I'll be glad to read them. Let's just keep it civil though, the fanbase in this game is kinda weird. If you want to see more of my content, make sure to follow me on Twitch, link is in the description, and also join my Discord. And with all of that said, my name is G-Boss, and thank you for watching. Nah, but seriously, Joel has like 15 rooms in his house, and Ellie still sleeps in the shit shack. What the fuck?